seen your face before. So glad that you said hi, 'cause I was way too shy. What would have happened?
Good morning. Oh, it's early. I just dropped Bjorn off at school. I now need to get gas this morning because my car is under a quarter of a tank. I'm gonna run my car through the car wash since they're right next to each other. What else? Oh, I'm losing my train of thought. I have a doctor's appointment today. Those are pretty much weekly at this point because, well, just because. Just checking on everything and making sure my blood sugars are still being really good, which this time around, so this is one thing I can say if you have gestational diabetes is just because you have it with one baby doesn't mean you'll have it with all of them. But also from each pregnancy to each pregnancy, your gestational can be completely different. So like the boys was like a little more extreme than this pregnancy, but I was still able to maintain it completely with diet. But I had to be a little bit more strict with my diet. Freya, I was able to control most of it with diet, except for my fasting numbers. I actually got put on medication because of my fasting numbers, because there's nothing you can do about that. You're like morning numbers. This pregnancy, though, like, I've been able to be a little bit more lenient with what I eat and still been fine. And my fasting numbers, even now, are still really, really good. So I think this morning it was 85. So it's crazy how from each pregnancy, like, there's no saying if you get it with one, you get it with the other. And there's also no saying if it was really bad with one, that it's going to be really bad with the other. So something to always keep in mind. But I am going to talk a lot with the doctor today because I have just been feeling... Sorry, I'm back. I've just been feeling like off. And I'm wondering if my blood pressure has been being weird. So I'm going to talk to them about that. I've also been like really trying to take it easy, which I know if you're watching Living with Cambriea, you're like, you're lying. But I promise that's only a snippet of my like life. Only small bursts of energy at a time. But I've really been trying to like lay down more and take it easy because the amount of pelvic pressure and Braxton Hicks and back, like just that like nagging back pain I've been having has had me a little, I don't want to say concerned, but it's still too early to have this baby. So I've been trying to pace myself because the last thing I want is to have a premature baby in the NICU again. Done that twice before. It's not fun. So trying to take it a little bit easier and listen to my body. And when my body's like, okay, you're done for the day, I am done. I think the other day it was like 3 p.m. and I just went and laid in bed, turned on some TV, and really just took it easy the rest of the day because I was at a point listening to my body where I was just like, I'm done today.
And oh, I know it's been a long time. I was on the sideline waiting for you. We could go to California or anywhere you wanna. As long as I'm with you, I'm alright. And
kitchen's tidied back up. So ever since using my water flosser, that has made the biggest difference for my pregnancy gingivitis. That's like one of the first symptoms I ever get when I'm pregnant is my gums start bleeding. And ever since that, massive difference. So I have been very happy with that. You guys know when it comes to like skincare and oral health, I get like really picky about it. And yeah, I love that thing. So if you have been considering a water flosser, I highly recommend it. But now that that's all done, I was quickly making up my matcha. I've really enjoyed this in the morning just because it does give me a lot of energy and just makes me feel really good. So, and I will either do it in like a latte version, or instead of espresso I'm using this, or I put it in my strawberry drink, which I got from Starbucks today. Just because I'm not a huge fan of the taste of this like on its own completely. So oh, cold. It's not bad on its own, but I prefer it in something. Both kids are at school though. Xander does a really good job of getting himself ready in the morning, which is very nice. I've actually noticed definitely over these first couple weeks of school, he's already had a huge like maturity jump, and that's really nice to see. He's always been really mature, but with him getting up in the morning, he still does his morning chores and stuff, but then he has to make sure like everything for school is ready, he's out of the house on time, all those things. Oh, that's what else we have going on today. He's got an open house tonight, so I almost forgot about that. So we have that going on today too. I have to leave about 15 to 30 minutes for my doctor's appointment, so I'm just gonna go sit down and relax for a little bit before I have to go and do that. All right, on my way to the hospital. Well, not hospital, just doctor's appointment. It's not the actual hospital, but I think I'm gonna talk to them about some of the symptoms I've been having this past week, just to get their opinion on it. Here's my little bit of advice. If this is your first or fifth baby, I swear it does not matter. The anxiety in your third trimester doesn't go away. This is baby number 4, and I still like have constant anxiety about every little thing. But the big one is like mom and dad are out of town this week. They are visiting family in Wisconsin. So like, obviously I don't want to go into preterm labor, period. But this week also would just be a really bad week because my mom and dad are out of town, and they're the ones that are going to be watching the kids while Bobby and I are at the hospital. So really don't want that to happen, but I've had enough symptoms the past couple days that I've been like very anxious about it. Like, I also had a dream the other night that I had a fully natural birth in my bathroom, which woke me up very nerve-wracking, like having a dream that I went to the bathroom to use the bathroom and then ended up having a baby, which I guess I just also found out the other day that my great-grandmother had my grandma and her twin brother in their bathroom. I found that out after I told my mom my dream. I also had a dream just the other night that I didn't have a natural birth in my bathroom, but that the doctor came to our house and did the C-section in our bedroom. So I still had a home birth, but a full-on C-section. Weird. Pregnancy dreams. But I've had enough symptoms going on. I've been talking to Bobby about it just because I'm anxious. And I swear our phones listen to us when it comes to social media, because not long after that, I'm scrolling and a video pops up of symptoms you might be having that could be indicators that you're going to go into labor soon. And a lot of them were like normal symptoms, so like more consistent Braxton Hicks / contractions, lower back pain, losing your mucus plug, your water breaking, like the obvious ones. But then they were also major mood swings, which the past couple days I've felt horrible because I have had major mood swings. And then what else? Oh, going number 2 more often. And then change in your discharge. Those were the 3 that I didn't really know. Like, obviously, mucus plug I knew. But just like a change in your discharge, I didn't know. I didn't know going number 2, your body like clearing itself out could be a sign. And I didn't realize like major mood swings. But the major mood swings do make sense because it's like a big hormone change. So yeah, needless to say, I've been super anxious about it, and I'm going to talk to my doctor today just to make sure everything's good, and I'm just being the typical anxious mama in the 3rd trimester, because once you hit this 3rd trimester, it's like, you know, it could be any time. And considering I've had all my kids at all different weeks, I never feel comfortable. And once I pass that 34 weeks, I'm like, well, had Xander right about now, so who knows? Really, really don't want to have a premature baby, though. Don't want that, so. But yeah, I'm going to talk to him about all that today. Just to ease my mind or just get more info. Or the other thing is just like, if I go into natural labor but was planning a C-section, like what is the protocol? Like if I went in and was in labor, do they just like send me straight to the OR? I would assume so. I don't know. We shall see. All these things running through my head, but like I said, I know part of it is just being in your 3rd trimester, being anxious. Every little thing is like, what's that? What's that? What does this mean? Google doctor, help me. Oh, but yeah. It's crazy. Pregnancy, it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't matter how many kids you have. It's always just crazy. Every single one's different. And I feel like the nerves never go away.
Do you miss me at all? Do you think about the things we used to do? No, you couldn't stand tall. So why?
That went exactly how I did not want it to go. First off, they were behind, which they usually are not. Usually, like, I get here 10-15 minutes early because I do not like getting anywhere exactly on time. And I'm seen within like 5-10 minutes. Like, it's usually pretty quick. And today I sat for a good half hour after my appointment time, so it was like 40 minutes because I actually was there 20 minutes early today. Just hit the lights correctly. But my blood pressure is elevated, which was exactly what I feared. So I'm gonna go home. That way I can give Bobby the car seat. And then I am going to go to labor and delivery so that they can do blood work and monitor everything. It's always hard because I've dealt with preeclampsia with Xander. It's why he was early. And then Freya was induced at 37 weeks due to my blood pressure slowly elevating. But because I deal with headaches on the regular because of my seizure disorder, it's like, okay, yes, I've been having headaches. Is it preeclampsia? Is it not? So I look for the other symptoms, and I had a feeling that something was off. And yeah, I was right. So hopefully I just go and then they send me home and we're fine. But you never know. I think I went up with Freya to labor and delivery like twice before we actually had her, where they had to monitor me for a couple hours and then I could go home. Either way, it's annoying because I really don't want to go and sit at the hospital for a couple hours. So, car seats dropped off with Bobby so that he can pick up Bjorn from school with Freya. I'm now on my way to labor and delivery. You know, the funny thing is, it's not funny, it is, but it isn't. I was literally planning on making today's video about like setting up my hospital bag. Because that's one of the things I knew I wanted to get done in the car for just in case. And setting up like the bedside nursery. I have everything washed and everything now. So it still might end that way of setting up the hospital bag and stuff, because after today, I know I need to get it done. It has to be done for situations just like this. But I also know, because I have nothing other than a phone charger on me currently going to labor and delivery, this would not be the first time that I have given birth completely unprepared. And the hospital always has everything you need. So I'm just hoping it's a couple hours of monitoring and tests and then they send me home, because Mom and Dad are out of town. Everything works out the way it's supposed to, though. But I am anxious, which I know I need to like try and control, because anxiety doesn't help with blood pressure. But yep, so head over there, get checked in, probably be there for at least an hour, because usually those NSDs are at least an hour, more likely 2 or 3 hours, because when I've done this in the past, that's what it was. I know with Freya I did this twice, where they sent me up to labor and delivery to be monitored. So it's not my first rodeo. Been there, done that. It's nerve-wracking, but at the same time, I'd always rather be overly cautious and then be overly cautious, especially with my history of preeclampsia, than undercautious and then have a medical emergency. So overly cautious is better than not cautious. Nurse came in. I'm all strapped up. Blood pressure's still a little high, but it's not like extremely high. So here I sit. At least I get to listen to baby, which is always feels good. But this thing goes off every 15 minutes, which does not feel good. Thankfully, I remembered a hairband because it's warm in here. But yeah, now I just wait. They're gonna probably poke me a couple times, check all those things, and I'll probably just try and take a nap because realistically, what I need to do is relax. That way, hopefully this blood pressure thing, they can just send me home. Changed rooms again. They did decide they wanted to keep me overnight just because of my blood pressure. Not happy about that. But, so we are in a normal labor and delivery room, if you couldn't tell by that. But the monitor keeps going off when I try and sit up to be more comfortable. I'm losing train of thought. Gave me my first steroid shot. The other one will be tomorrow, which is why I have to stay overnight. But yeah, got a nice IV now. This was not the plan for today. Not the plan at all. Ugh. Ooh, and I'm tired. And I have, eaten pretty much nothing today. So I'm also starving. So yeah, for everyone that always, wonders why you should pack your hospital bag early, this is why. Because I'm here and I have nothing. Nothing, because I was going to do that today. But it's okay. It is what it is. Oh, I am tired though. So, I don't know. Maybe I can take a nap in a little bit. Well, it is almost 6:45. I was finally able to order food, which is good because I was starving. I've not eaten pretty much at all today. And since I'm going to be here for a bit, at least 24 hours, I'm very, very happy to have food. So nothing super fancy. We've got a chef salad, grilled chicken sandwich, some rice, and then they brought stuff. I was planning on just drinking water, so I didn't order drinks, but they did bring a cranberry, a Pepsi, and a ginger ale, just in case. So that'll be dinner tonight. Yeah, I'm very, very happy to get food. Very happy to get food. So probably gonna end this pretty much here because I'm gonna eat and then just try and go to sleep because I'm bored. I have the TV on, but otherwise I'm just bored. And if I sleep through most of this, hopefully it gets me to tomorrow and going home faster. They did take me off all of the wires and stuff other than my IV. I'm still on the IV. But they monitored baby for a good couple hours. Baby's good. They're going to do the blood pressure every 4 hours. So I was at least able to take that cuff off, which was strangling my arm for past couple hours every 15 minutes. And then what else? They're going to redo labs in the morning. And we are doing a 24-hour protein test, which that I expected. But yeah. Also, heads up, because I know people are going to bring it up. I am taking it easy, I promise. I am. Also, when you see videos go out, especially on Cambriea, living with Cambriea, I've been filming ahead to stay with posting and stuff. So Yeah, I have been taking it easy, I promise. A lot of these videos have been filmed a week or two ago, and then I normally do voiceovers, like videos, like Friday's video, which I don't even remember what the voiceovers were, but I did them yesterday, so they were somewhat relevant to where we are. So even if voiceovers are relevant, the actual time frame that the videos were filmed might be different, so don't come after me for doing stuff, because you're still going to get video Friday and Tuesday and next week, because I already have those videos. And actually, I was not planning on posting this video for you guys today. I had another video planned, so that I will probably post either Sunday or next Thursday on this channel. But knowing that people are going to have questions and concerns and want updates, I figured probably post this one. I'm going to say tomorrow, but technically you guys are seeing it. It is Wednesday. You're seeing it Thursday. So, and yeah, I guess we'll go from there. See how tomorrow ends up. But for now, I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to eat. And then, yeah, I think that's it. See you next time. Hopefully, baby is still cooking next time I see you. Bye.